This video is brought to you by Skiet Co and Cape Film Supply. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very exciting video because I got to spend a weekend with the Contax 645 medium format film camera. So this camera was kindly sent to me by Skiet Co, a film camera rental company based in Cape Town. And seeing as I only had the camera for the weekend, I wanted to get as much shooting done as possible with it. So I shot 5 rolls over the weekend, 3 rolls of Portra400, 1 roll of HP5 and a roll of Fuji Pro400h. So this video isn't going to be an in-depth review or anything like that. It's just basically going to be me giving my first impressions of the Contax 645 and showing you some behind the scenes of the photographs I took over the weekend I spent with this camera. So on the weekend I got this camera, it was the stormiest weekend we've had in Cape Town in a long time. It was super windy, the rain was coming down, but I wasn't going to let anything stop me from shooting this camera. So I went out with Havanna, my trusty camera woman, and got some photographs in the howling wind, but despite that, it was a lot of fun. So the Contax 645 is a medium format film camera that was released in 1999, the same year I was born. And one cool thing about this camera is that it's autofocus and auto advancing, which isn't something you see that often with medium format film cameras. I mean, having all those automatic features like autofocus, auto advance, it just really makes for a fast moving workflow, which isn't something you typically associate with medium format film shooting. One thing the Contax 645 is known for is being a brilliant studio camera, especially for portraits. So I booked a studio with my friend Adi and we organized some models and a stylist to basically do like a studio portrait session. And it was really nice using the Contax in that setting because it is auto advancing. Like studio shoots can be quite fast paced sometimes, and I found having that auto advance was really helpful. You know, I could shoot a photo, model switches poses really quickly, and then I could just keep shooting photographs, recomposing. I wouldn't have to worry about like advancing after every frame, which was really nice in that sort of fast-paced studio environment. We hired the studio for, I think it was 3 hours. We had it from 9 until 12, which took us like an hour to set up. So we really shot from like 10 to 12. So we only really had like 2 hours of shoot time and had 3 incredible models who were a dream to shoot with: Matt, Olivia, and Aaron, and they were just great. We also had Shana and Stephanie there, and Stephanie was actually our stylist for the day, and she brought a whole thrift store worth of outfits along for us to style our models in, which was fantastic and super helpful. Definitely couldn't have pulled the shoot off without Stephanie, so thank you, Stephanie. I'll link her Instagram down below. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So I actually shot a roll of HP5 that I pushed one stop to 800 just to give it a little bit more extra contrast, and I'm really happy with those photographs as well. Pushing HP5 is a really good way to just bring a little bit more contrast into the photos. I mean, I didn't add contrast in post to these at all. This is as I got the scans back from the lab. So pushing your film, especially pushing black and white film, really helps to give a nice contrast to the images. It's just a really nice way to add drama to black and white photography. And I guess we can like wave or something. So Adi's been having some trouble with his RB67 recently, and seeing as I was shooting the Contax 645, I offered for him to shoot a few rolls through my Mamiya 7, and here's some of the work he produced using that. Another thing about this camera is that it is big. It's hands down the biggest camera I've ever shot with, and I'm sure that's to account for obviously the fact that it's a 645 medium format camera with, you know, a removable back, interchangeable lenses, but then also it has all that electronics inside there for the metering as well as that autofocus system that's built into the camera. And it doesn't feel too big when you're shooting it. Like, it doesn't feel extra heavy or anything like that. I mean, I've obviously held other people's like RB67s and things like that, and those cameras not only are big but are really heavy as well, whereas the Contax 645, despite being really big, was actually really comfortable and easy to use and relatively lightweight considering its size. So after a very successful shoot in the studio, I still had one day left with this camera and I wanted to get the absolute most out of it that I could. And I recently got my hands on some recently expired Fuji Pro400h. If you know, you know. So on Sunday, I went to the gym and met this guy there called Ben, who I've seen at the gym a few times. And I know that he does some like modeling on the side. And I just sort of on a whim asked him, do you want to come and shoot some portraits with me? Because I've got this roll of film and I've got this camera for the weekend. And I need someone to photograph. And he was like, hell yeah, brother, I'm down. So we went down to a park to shoot some photographs, and it was literally pouring. And when I say pouring, I mean, it was coming down. I want to say a special thank you to Skiet Co and Cape Film Supply for making this video possible. Skiet Co is a film camera rental company from Cape Town, and they have an incredible range of medium format and 35mm film cameras available for rent. So if you're in Cape Town and you want to try out the Contax 645, I'll leave a link in the description where you can find Skiet Co and their contact information. And then also a special thank you to Cape Film Supply for their continued support of the channel, hooking me up with the film and the processing. If you're from South Africa and you shoot film, you should know Cape Film Supply. They really are the best film lab, hands down, in South Africa. And yeah, I just want to say a really special thanks to Skiet Co and Cape Film Supply. So I'm doing this new thing where basically I'm not scripting my videos. I'm just writing like some key points that I need to speak about, because before, when I was writing out like a whole script of what I want to say, it was just getting a bit much. I mean, it was taking me like 3 hours to get through like a 6-minute video with talking. So now I've just written down like some key points, and I'm trying to just go with the flow a little bit more with these videos. Obviously, I'm new to YouTube. You know, I made my first video sort of halfway through last year, which was terrible, but I like to think it's getting better incrementally each time I upload a video. So thank you to you guys who support the channel and watch my videos. And it's just going to get better from here, guaranteed. Yeah, stay tuned for more exciting film photography content. See ya.